This is a short video just to talk about kind of the different versions of Outlook. I don't really mean sort of version 1, version 2. I mean installed versions versus web versions. So the last few videos, we use the web version to do pretty much everything. There is a locally installed version in Windows. If you have downloaded Office 365, you'll see you already have an app installed. There are similar native apps for iOS, for Android, for Mac. I assume there's one for Chromebook, maybe not, since it's all sort of based in Gmail, but there may be one. Of course, you can always hack it so you're running Unix on there. Um, you don't have to use Outlook as well. There's some other third-party clients that are pretty good. EM client is pretty good. Postbox, I think it's called, that's another one that's pretty good, with which can incorporate kind of your school email with a Gmail account and things like that. But that's kind of outside the scope of what we're going to deal with. I just want to show you how this works and show you that it's pretty much the same thing. There's just a few things that are a little easier to do in the app. Now mine's already set up. The first time you go through this, you're probably gonna have to type in your email address, and you can set it to remember your credentials if you don't want to type this in every single time. Now I'm not really going to use this. I'm going to actually install this probably when the video is over, but I just sort of want to show you some options here. Okay, so again, there's just some things that are a little easier. Email works exactly the same. So here I have an email from Lisa talking about our Canvas classes today. I can reply to her, I can reply all, I can forward. One of the neat things here is I can click on meeting and sort of set up a meeting directly with her through Canvas. I don't have to go down to the calendar, I don't have to go click on meeting. So there's just a few things like that that are a little easier to do in the native app rather than doing it online. Let me just show you. So if we go to File here, you'll also see you have all your account settings. It's a little easier to set up automatic replies or to set up your signatures and things like that through the web app or through the native app than it is in the web app. Also, you'll see there's a link here to actually go to the web app, and let's go ahead and click on the app for iOS and Android. Now you could always put in your phone here and send a link, but if you go down the bottom, you'll see that there is a nice native Android app, and there's a nice native iOS app. So here's your iOS app, here's your Android app. I actually use the iOS one on my iPad. I find it a little easier than to use the web version on my iPad. If I need to do anything serious, I usually go to the computer almost all the time. So I have that keyboard. I don't have a keyboard for my iPad. On my phone, actually, I don't have the app. I just use the web interface because I tend to not bother to reply stuff when I just have my phone. I tend to just pull it open, see I have an email, and then know I have to deal with it later when I get to a device. It's a little easier for me to respond with. So again, I just want to show you your choices here. I'm not going to go through all the same settings that we did in the web app. Most of them are here. They're just in slightly different places. Everybody's is going to be different. If you're on iOS, it's going to be different than your Mac OS, than different if you're Windows. So just be aware that you have quite a few different ways to do things through some of these apps rather than the online version.